What's going on, YouTube? You're back with Shades, and we're gonna start a new Let's Play today. Because I was playing part of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game on my friend Pixel Coco's channel, and then she moved the series to her group channel thing called 4 Pixels. Links in the description if you want to watch that. I decided to jump into the series myself. I am doing it by myself because as much as I loved the comedic shtick of the people I was playing with, I would much rather experience this game while having the game story be the forefront of it. I don't want the shtick and the comedy to overtake the story that the game is trying to put out. It's not the best story. It's not like the most serious story. But I did want to give the game its fair due, and because it's a DS game, I kind of had to finagle with the capture, and this is why you have the screen right as it is right now. Hopefully, it's working. I think it's working. I think it's working just fine. It looks really good. I really like the motif. I actually got the idea from my friend Coco, who did a similar style, except I'm putting my face cam in here, and I like it to the left, so the top screen will be over here to the right, or over here. I could never tell because I'm using the front-facing camera on my phone, so I think it reverses it, so the right's over here, and then below me is the bottom screen of the DS. So that's that. But anyway, let's just get started, shall we? And I'm excited because I may have dived way too deep into the Phoenix Wright Tumblr tag. But first things first, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I really have to go. Hit new game, shall we? I don't know why the opening menu has no music. It's kind of disconcerting. Also, I think I turned the cursor capture on just because I am on an emulator. These games are old, and this is the easiest way to record a DS. Unfortunately, the later games are on 3DS, and that just means I can't Let's Play those entirely. Hopefully I can play them, though. But God, I really wish I could. Yes, the first turnabout, Chapter 1. This is very loud in my ears. A giga gasp. A murder? Wow, look at this. Look at these 3DS. Damn it, why me? Wait, what the hell? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. I like how it's moving as like someone like him. I like how it's moving as on its own. I'm not clicking. I'll make it look like he did it. This is really loud. Hold on, I'm just lowering the volume mixer. This is like super-duper loud. I should have did that before I played the game. But whatever. I'm learning. Anyway, August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. The thing is, the part I played on my friend's channel, I only was in the second case, so I will be skipping that case, and I will just leave a link to the second case when we get there. But I'll be playing through the rest of the cases on my own. Old-fashioned DS music. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But like, I was playing through Skype before, and like it couldn't like capture the noise. So I'm like, yay! Here I am. Boy, I'm nervous. Hello, Phoenix. Nice to see you again. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Hello, Mia. You're alive. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. I'm guessing that, like, you kind of work up to having a murder trial under your belt. It is a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Oh, Nick! Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me that death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. Oh yeah, this is Larry Butts. I actually never saw the character before. Now I know what he looks like. And apparently he's friends with Phoenix. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright, and here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault, he just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. I mean, from what I know about the Phoenix Wright saga is that Phoenix is incredibly incompetent at his job. He always needs advising of some sort and usually wins via Deus Ex Machina. Which is fine for a game like this, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But I'm very excited to play this game. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Oh, this is pain. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. You don't say that. You don't say that. Your conduct during this trial will decide your fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. I guess in tutorials? Gulp. Hand shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in the case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Yep, this is definitely all tutorial. Correct. Just keep your wits about you, you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Oh, Mia. You didn't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button and check it any time, okay? Oh, this game runs at 60 frames? Nice. Cindy. Her name is Sandy. Mia Fey. Okay, cool. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt... oops. I'm going back to my shtick when I played the game with my friends. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to court records. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. I mean, this game is one of those where it's not really time-based. It's more like you have to make the right call, and the game just kind of pauses for you. So if I ever have trouble, just hit the court record and find whatever I need. But I don't think, hopefully we won't need that. I'm pretty good at paying attention, and I saw what this game can throw at you. So most of it's Deus Ex Machina, so I should be fine. I'm typically good at games like this anyway. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Let's do this. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Well, considering how nervous Larry Butts was, he might. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Oh god, he's trying to be cool. His lip twitches like, I'm so nervous. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Whoops. Passport added to court record. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. My client has no... I'm reverting back to my shtick. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? The cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. And when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Honestly, it's the best policy here. But he's an idiot. Let's let him answer. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah. I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. So that's what Mr. Payne sounds like. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers of the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Frank Sawit? Wow. Oh. Oh. Okay, so this is how the game's gonna go. Okay, cool. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh. Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, would you may proceed with your testimony? Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness's account. He looks like a generic Chinese stereotype, but he has the dot in his forehead, meaning he's Indian. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. There, and I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran away was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you just tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. I mean, you can, with proper evidence. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout added to the court record. We're gonna look at those in a bit. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? I don't know what that is before going into the courtroom. Alright, Wright, this is the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How can I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Touch the court record button, point out contradictions and in the testimony. Let's do this. I'm so tempted to give him like a stereotypical Chinese, like a really racist Chinese voice. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. Press, present. Let's look at these. Weapons submitted evidence per prosecutor Payne. Statue of the shape of the thinker, it's rather heavy. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Electricity in Miss Stone. The building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. His badge, which is always there. We could press it or just keep going. I'll press it, because apparently that's funny. Isn't the man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad, and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Press. I'm gonna do this to all of them. Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. I see. And what happened next? Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it the only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they're there. It's the same thing. Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why did pain cut him off so quickly? So I looked into the apartment. What happened then? Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in our apartment wasn't working. Hold on. Blackout record. Passport. Statue. Okay, let's keep pressing. The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And the phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at a nearby apartments. Right. What time did you call again? Remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m., are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. It's rather heavy. Day before murder. From noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Time of death 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, so his time is wrong because she died at 4 or 5. The faded objection. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How did you explain this 3-hour gap? Mr. Payne, shut up. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. I guess this is like all just a tutorial, which is unfortunate. So it's gonna be super easy, in the beginning anyway. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Not even sure if this would go in court. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Press. You said heard, not saw. Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything. I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony. There was a voice saying the time. It was coming from the television. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified. He heard the time. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? How do you explain the gap? Well, witness, can you explain this? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of the tape program. Video? Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True, true. Right. I think the problem lies someplace else. We're agreed that you heard the time at the scene then. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Are you sure the voice you heard said it was 1 p.m.? Yes, I can practically hear it now. It was quite clear. Mr. Payne, has the prosecution verified this testimony? My apologies, Your Honor. I, too, have only learned that the witness heard the time. Oh, I'm really sorry. I only remembered it just now. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Just keep pressing. They're not gonna penalize me for it. Well, you just watch it. Not much point in pressing him on that one. Was there? Okay. There was a blackout. Okay, so back up. Guess the victim must have been watching a video of the tape program. Victim must have been watching a video of the tape program. Present blackout record. Present. Objection. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this is the record proving it. Oh. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now, Mr. Sawit. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. This constant correction is harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. My hand. Why is my hand hurt? Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Got you on that one because I know what the clock is. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hold on. Oh. Huh. My time is up, and I think that's actually a pretty good place to stop. We're in the middle of cross-examination. I didn't start it, I didn't end it, and that's actually a pretty good place to stop. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first part of my Phoenix Wright saga. I'm not sure how long it's going to go on for. I will be playing all of the games I potentially can on this entire series. I like the characters, I like the game, I like how it works. The story is a little meh in my opinion, but I guess that's the fun of it. You can just BS your way through the story and it'll be fine. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me or from this series, hit the subscribe button. And exiting the Shadyverse, my name is Shades, and I hope you've enjoyed your day in the shade. See you guys next time. Bye.